What's up guys, this is Tech Goodness, and today I'm going to be talking about if the 2015 original iPad Pro is still worth it in 2020. So I bought this iPad Pro in about 3 months ago and I've been using it ever since, and I actually really enjoy using it. I use it for multitasking purposes, I use it for web research, I use it for watching Netflix, Disney Plus, even listening to Spotify. Again, it has 4 speakers, which is really cool. It actually sounds very nice, and you'll see I'll put on some sound clips later on, and you can see here that this is the 12.9-inch version. I got the 128GB model with the LTE, so you can insert a SIM card and you can pretty much surf the web anywhere you are. It does have the fingerprint sensor ID, which is used to securely log in into your iPad, which the new ones don't have. Also, it has an amazing feature, which is the headphone jack. So it's just the regular 3.5mm headphone jack. But you know what? Nowadays, it's very rare to come by, which is, in my opinion, a really good pro of this iPad. So you don't have to carry around a dongle or just use Bluetooth headphones. And even just looking at this design right now, I think it still holds up well in today's age. I mean, obviously the bezels are a bit large, but you know what? When you're watching movies or you're watching Netflix, you barely see the bezels because the black bezel transitions well with the black background of the movies. Also, it does still have cameras. It is an all-metal construction with glass on top. So I am a really big fan of the design, and let's get into some of the features. So this iPad does actually run the latest iPad iOS, which is great because, you know, you get all the multitasking features that all the greatest and latest iPads use. Plus, I just want to show you how nice the screen is. I mean, it doesn't have the ProMotion display, so it's not a 60Hz display, but it's still amazingly crisp, and you can see that the wallpapers look really nice and that the colors are really nice. The one thing about this display is that it doesn't get as bright as the other ones. For example, I believe this one only has 400 nits of brightness, whereas the latest iPads have around 600 or even more. So you have all the apps, and I really am very surprised at how well this machine runs all the apps. So for example, if we go to Google Maps here, I mean, you can see how responsive it really is, and it's really easy to just navigate throughout the page and to do all the gestures. I also found that this is a great device for watching movies and also doing some multitasking work. So I have, for example, I use this notebook app, which I love, and for example, let's go into Tesla because I am a Tesla investor, and if I wanted to multitask, I just pull this up, I go to my files, and then I drag that over, and now we have split view, which is amazing. So all this is really seamless. It works extremely well. There's very little to no lag at all. And I also want to mention how nice it is for gaming. This is a brand new game, Sky, that came out recently, and I believe it was by the same creators that created Flower. But you can see here, if I play, and there you go. So you can see how smooth it really is. Everything is very responsive. There's very little lag, and I mean, that's the thing with Apple chips, is they're so ahead of their time that even if you get like one of the older ones, they're still amazing to use. So I believe for gaming, this should be a great device, and even just for watching YouTube videos, doing multitasking like what I did with my word processing app, all things like that. And for example, like Disney Plus is very easy to use, Spotify, and I'll just show you the speakers really quick. So yeah guys, as you heard from that sound clip, I was extremely pleased with the type of sound it provides. Given that it has the 4 speakers and given its price cost, I was actually very pleased with the sound quality because you can hear all the high, lows, and mids. And you know what, for a tablet this thin, it's amazing. So I ran some benchmarks here. This is the Antutu benchmark V8.3.3, and I actually found that the scores were very comparable to the iPhone 8 that I currently use, which is very impressive considering that this is a 5-year-old chip. And let's just go into some of the specs here. It comes with an Apple A9X chip, uses the graphics chip called PowerVR Series 7XT, has an 8 megapixel rear camera, and has 4 gigabytes of RAM. It's a dual-core CPU with 1.8 gigahertz frequency. And again, when this Apple chip came out, the A9X, it was a very revolutionary product, and that's why even to this day it still competes relatively well. And yeah, it comes with a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera for all your selfie needs, and also FaceTime. So let's talk about my final thoughts regarding this 12.9-inch original iPad Pro. And obviously I actually really enjoy using this product. I enjoy it for Netflix, multitasking, and also doing any sort of web research. Its construction is extremely well done, even in today's modern age and standards. It does have cameras and it has the fingerprint sensor ID. However, compared to the new iPads, there are some things that it lacks, such as the ProMotion display, the True Tone display technology, also obviously the brightness of the screen, and the battery life. So this battery life is not so good. I'm not sure if it's because of the previous owner, maybe he used it a lot, but I'm getting around 5 to 6 hours on a single charge, and that's because I'm also putting it to full brightness, which is 400 nits. But it does have perks such as a headphone jack. It also has the fingerprint sensor, which the new ones don't even get, and some people may actually prefer that over Face ID. So let me know what you guys think. I personally really enjoy this iPad Pro 12.9-inch, and for $500 Canadian, or I believe you can get it in the States for around $350, to me, it's a no-brainer. If you don't need the latest and greatest, I think it still performs really well even in 2020. It runs all the apps perfectly. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up, and obviously subscribe to my channel as well, because I will be posting more frequently now that I upgraded my camera setup. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.